All right, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. I want to thank Julia Flynn-Werre for helping me out here as my cute little co-host. She's always so good at that and very prompt about what needs to be done. We're going to go ahead and mute everybody out for the time being. If afterwards you have some questions, then we'll go ahead and answer those as well. Julia will help me with that as well. My name is Sherry Denny. I'm a corporate director with APLGO. And having the time of my life, you guys, especially with all these great announcements that are coming up and have been happening, and we're number 7 now. I mean, I just had to throw that in there. So I'm gonna do a PowerPoint tonight on this training, and I promise I'm not gonna kill you by PowerPoint or put you to sleep. But one of these interesting people came to mind to me this afternoon when I got that call with Sherry, can you like do the training? And I said, yeah, no problem, right off the top of my head. Tina made it easy. It's just following up from stuff that we did last week. So I'm going to screen share here, and hopefully I can do both my buttons at the right time now. Do you guys all remember this guy here? I mean, we haven't heard from him in quite a while, but Jim Carrey, life opens up opportunities to you, and you either take them or you stay afraid of taking them. And it just appears to me, seems to me that, you know, some of us sit there. I did for the longest time. I've been in this industry for, I'm just going to say 3+ decades, okay? Because when I get up into those almost 40 years, I'm like, whew. And every now and then we run into something that, it might not have fit for us. And they're kind of here that we just kind of, sometimes we just take it for granted. And then something comes along like this, and I do believe we just need a little bit more training, more mindset to keep us on point of where we need to go. So look, I'm just really glad that everybody's here this afternoon, this evening, or in the morning, if you're over in, overseas, wherever you're tuning in from. I've been asked to do the training tonight because Tina got hijacked. Something really important came up, like an 8-year anniversary. So let's honor that, and let's just do this any way that we can get done tonight. So last week, as I said a little bit before, we went over, what it takes to get certain ranks and volumes, team building. I think we went over the importance of diamond. Today, I want to go over the importance of keeping your legs or your lanes. I think I've got a new word for it now. Your lanes balanced, placement, and why you want to place people when you do. That's so important. I've had so many questions on that. And within a time frame of placing them, and the importance of diamond, what your volume means at diamond, and how that relates to the money you may be leaving on the table. So let's get after it. If I forget anything along the way here, Julia, don't hesitate to interrupt and say, whoop, whoop, just hold on a second. Sherry, can I add something to that? You're more than welcome to. Okay, Julia? I know you're there somewhere.
I said, okay, I was giving you the signal. Okay, definitely.
Okay, because I'm not seeing you guys. Yeah, because I have a PowerPoint on, I'm just seeing it. But anyway, let's get to it. So we understand, all of us do, the leaders here, we understand that are people here that they really love the product, and they love the social atmosphere. They love the culture that's being created, and that's cool. There's also others here, and everybody's welcome, by the way. You are here for a reason. And then there's some people that really, 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 really want to treat this as a business and build it as a business, treat it as such. So this is really for everybody, even if you're curious, that you're ready to know what it's going to take to help enhance, let's say, your bank account. And those that are on your team, we are not leaving we're not leaving them behind. So let me go on, let's see if I can do this right now. I'm actually going to say a couple things before I go on to this one here. But so how many of you right now are thinking, oh my gosh, it's been so long, and it was quite a while since I got started with APLGO, and I haven't really even gotten myself started yet. I know there's some of you out there, believe me, I know, I run into it all the time. I know, we know. And then some of you are out there saying, you know, I know what I need to know, but sometimes I just don't really know what I need to do, or they don't know what they need to do with that. Maybe because you, I don't know, maybe you have another job. Maybe you have things that, you know, your main income, and I'm not going to say it's a deterrent, it's you've got to make that main income. And you're not plugged in as often as maybe you could be. That's something you have control over. And this is one of the main reasons why we do these Sunday trainings, and we record them so that it's your responsibility to go back and go over that. Take notes if you have to. Heck, the great thing about watching a recording, you get to rewind it. You can't rewind me right now and say, what did you just say? So use those recordings at your convenience. And I'm just, I'm really curious how many of you are serious about your business. Maybe you don't know what to do with it. You know, maybe you don't go look back at a video. Well, now's the time to ask yourself, what are you going to do with that business? As you know, we've moved from, gosh, what was it, Julia? 129, 160. We started in Momentum like 22 months ago. And that was Business for Home. I always go back to that. You guys, I don't know how often you guys go to businessforhome.org, but I look at that at least every other day. Tina, I think, looks at it every single day. And when I went in there and saw that we had moved to, you know, like number 18, I thought, whoa, because we were like at 68 or something. And then we moved to number 13, and then 10, and then back to 11, and then 10, and then 13, and then 10, and now 7. You know, you guys, if it's teetering anywhere in there and hitting 7, you know what's doing that. There's a lot of people coming into APLGO right now, and there's a lot of people checking out businessforhome.org, and they're looking at those 10 top spots, and they see APLGO rising, rising, rising toward the top. They're going to be looking for you. So now's the best time to figure it out, what you can do with your business. So I'm going to go over here into, you know, when you get into this slide right here, when you start your business. By the way, I think it was John Wynn, I think, that made this slide. I just snatched it right up because I thought it was such a good one of balancing your organization. When you start your APLGO business, the very first thing you want to do when you personally sponsor some people is make sure you have 2, one on your left side. One's going to go over here on your left side, and the other one's going to go over on your right side. You're going to start your organization that way. Now, you know, this looks like a perfect organization. Does it happen like that? Probably never. But what you do have control of is your sponsorship, you putting people in. And if you're fortunate enough, lucky enough, that you've got a sponsor, somebody above you, it might not even be your sponsor that is busy putting people in. You may wind up with a lot of spill, and you might be a little lopsided there. That's all good. That's all okay. But you will always want to keep your legs as balanced as you possibly can when starting out. And you can control as much of that as you can, you know, as possible. Like I said, you may have a team that's really active and find that one leg takes off uncontrollably. It happens. You also may find that you have lots of activity in your legs. At one point, you have so much activity and you're putting people in, the people on your team are also placing people. And then all of a sudden, that volume takes over the larger leg and your legs flip. There's nothing wrong with that, you guys. It's, you still have, you're using that volume. And what's fun about what I'm seeing right now is there are people that have legs that have legs, lanes, whatever you want to call them, with an incredible, in fact, in some cases, an insane amount of volume in them. Hold on just a second to take a drink here. Better. They've got banked volume in their larger leg, and a lot of times you didn't even know it was there. They haven't checked in their back office. In fact, they don't check in their back office enough. And by raise of hands here, but don't do it, you guys, you don't have to, but I'll bet you there's people that on here would say that, you know, they might only go in there once a week. Julia, like, what is it, 10 times a day at least? So, because we have so much going on, and you do too, just be more plugged into your back office than some of you are right now. I'm not going to mention anybody's names at all. I just know that there's people that if you looked and you saw your volume, you would probably get on the phone with your upline, your sponsor, somebody, and say, whoa, what is this? And how can I, per se, like cash in on it? So some of you, like I said, might be freaking out on a lot of that volume that's in there. So beware that when you start your business, also, you will be sponsoring people. And this has been a big thing to me here lately. As leaders, we don't want to just, you know, go out there and sponsor a whole bunch of people and, you know, get them going, just sponsor a whole bunch of people. Really what we're doing is we're finding people and creating leaders. Your team will enlarge so much bigger, faster, better with knowledge of leaders, and creating those leaders along the way is going to make it so much better. So when you, even if you don't know how, ask. Please ask. Don't ever think that we're too busy. Don't ever think your upline's too busy. Don't ever think Tina and Kelly are too busy. Even though they're too busy, they will take a phone call from somebody that is, you know, especially somebody they personally sponsored. That's why I say go to your sponsor first and answer a quick question about, I just got started. How do I get going? Well, you guys have a tool called Rapid Funnel. And there's a lot of people that put a lot of effort into making that system work for you, even the emails that are in there getting started. And here's what I suggest is take a look at Rapid Funnel, go in there and look at the emails that are there. You can go into the resources and you can check on the other things that are there, and you can literally click on I think there's 3 of them that are not resources, campaigns. You can click on the campaigns, and I actually opened my Rapid Funnel and go in there and read what those are. That actually helps people themselves get started again. I've had a lot of people go, I didn't even know they were there. And I'm like, this is why having somebody get you started right is so critical. And in order to see, let's see, there's been a lot of updates lately. In fact, I have a few that I put in myself, and I think I've got like 99 in there now. I think the typical is 92 resources. And if you don't see that amount, that number in there, you need to log out of your Rapid Funnel, log back in. And you guys, if you've forgotten your password, just click on forgot password. They'll send you a quick little thing, and you just redo that. I can guarantee you, do not ever call your upline, your sponsor, for your password, because they ain't going to know it. So just write it down somewhere or click on that button and reset it again. Okay. These getting started emails really refresh your memory on how you could get going back again with APLGO. Here's another biggie. When you have people that you've just gotten started, and I have people call me all the time. I think every leader has people call them that says, but I didn't see the volume go in there. Where's the volume? I didn't see it. Well, in order for that volume to show up anywhere, that person needs to be placed into your organization. So I went ahead and did a real quick screenshot here of the back office, the menu, the main page, and you're going to click on binary tree and click on graphic view. And I hope this next one, yeah, shows you where it's going to bring up in the graphic view. And your ID number should come up right here. And this will be you at the top. And then by the way, the person that you are, I have to move this bar for me a little bit here. The person that you just brought in will be sitting down here somewhere. It's either here or in between here or up above here, but you will see that person sitting right there. If you don't know how to do this, guess what? There's also a video in our guides that Julia and Tina and some other people have so graciously put together. I'll tell you, I tag people in there all the time on where to go to find something, because I want them to, that's how you build leaders. I don't even tell you, I want them to do it because of this and that. That's how you build leaders. You show them where to go, you know, be the librarian and not the library. You do have all the information, but when you show somebody where to get it, then they're going to show the next person, which is all about duplication. So there's a video in our guides that show you exactly how to place somebody. Is that cool or what? It's like 5 minutes. So watch that and it will help you get through this part as well. So, and I don't know if I had any more words to say on that part. I think when we get over into, oh, I did. When you're placing somebody, some people will, like, we sponsor 2-3 people in a week, you know, in a pay period time. It's, you know, the first, well, it's the 7th is the end of one pay period, the 14th, the 21st, and then the last day of the month. And for me, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I know it's 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know what it is, you guys, because you go into your back office. On your main page, you see how many hours, days, you know, minutes are left in that time period. Now, some people will sponsor 2 or 3 people and they'll leave them in this spot right here. There'll be, you know, a list going there of people that they need to place, and use that for leverage. Because if you have somebody, and it happens usually, I'd say almost 100% of the time it works. You have somebody that's sitting on the fence and you tell them, you know what, simply getting in, being an associate, you know, at least placing $100 order. I've got 2-3 people I'll place directly under you, but you got to jump in like right now. And you go into your back office, they'll say yes, you go into your back office, you do the manual enrollment from there, and that sends them, you know how that goes, you guys, that sends them the email. They have to click on that to confirm their email. Once they confirm that email, they're going to get another email from APLGO and have them check their spam or junk mail. Sometimes it winds up in there. And from there, they have their login and their password. From there, you help them go through this whole process. But you're able to use other people that you already have sponsored as leverage. Now, if you don't have anybody there, that's great. This is where they are always going to show up, and that volume, the dollars, are not going to show up in your back office or anybody above you. They're not going to see it until that person's placed there. And believe me, within about a couple seconds, it shows up right there, and that creates excitement. And that's exactly what we want to do, you guys, is keep the excitement rolling among the team members. Okay, so enough said about that. By the way, Julia, did you have anything to add to that?
Well, it's a little bit on the leverage piece. So
Okay.
when you're bringing someone in to your team, and your team is growing, and you're wanting to grow as quickly as possible, you might have been talking to 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, and one person makes a decision and says, yes, I'm ready to get started. what you can do is you can call the other 2 or 3 people and say, hey, one of the people I've been speaking to has decided they're ready to take action. Would you rather be in their business or have them be in your business? And that's the leverage piece. That sometimes helps someone to make a decision, because face it, I'm one of those people, FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm afraid of missing out. So you're able to utilize that tool, that fear of missing out, to help someone make a decision that they otherwise wouldn't have made as quickly.
You're right. That, you know what, I would say that works pretty much 100% of the time. Thank you, Julia, for putting that in there as well. Thank you so much. So let me see. The next thing that I have on here, thank you so much, Julia. The next thing that I have on here is the, in fact, I gotta move this bar again so I can see this, is the volumes, you know, how the volume pays out. So you've got, I don't know, let's say, and this isn't uncommon right now, you guys. This is not uncommon, because I've talked with people in my own organization and I've asked, what's your volume over there? Some of them really high. Let's just average it out to 60,000. Did anybody's jaw just drop just now? 60,000 in volume sitting there. And so let's say you have, I mean, look at these right here, they're evened out. But let's just say you put one person over here, one person over here, and then this side over here just blows up. And I wish I had a better picture here to show you, better slide to show you on this. But this was my intention of having this on here, was to be able to show you the different of what you get when you have the different status that you're at. So let's just say you have 60,000 in volume on your larger leg and you're at the 10% promoter, okay? And on that 60,000, the very first person you get started on the other side, let's say you put a diamond in there, okay? And I'm pretty sure I've got this right. I'm actually doing this in my head. You put a diamond in there, the volume on that you're going to get is the personal volume you get on that is 1,200. So doing that, you get paid as a promoter only 10, and that is $120. Somebody that's really good at math, tell me if I'm incorrect on this, but I'm pretty sure that 10% at a promoter, you're only getting $120. But, and here is the biggie. This is what is important about becoming a diamond. You get back 30%. And yeah, you do see on here, there's 15%, 20%, 25, 30 at VIP diamond. Diamond is a really good diamond club to be in, because if you were a diamond and you were getting back 30% on that 1,200 in volume from that 60,000 that's sitting over there, that would be $360 versus 120, right? So let's ask this question. Ask yourself this question. If you were able to bring in enough volume from, so let's just say the side over here has that 60,000, and you and your team brought in, let's say 15,000 in volume, which, by the way, that would make you corporate director. Just a thought, a hint, a good possibility. It does happen. There's 15,000 in your lesser leg in that 1 month. This isn't over time. It's in that 1 month. That 15,000 is equaled out to your larger leg, you know, with the 60,000, 60 over here, 15,000 over here. And now what they do is they take this 15,000 and they take it away from that 60,000, which leaves you 45,000 in volume on your larger leg. You still have 45,000. Can you imagine I almost said the damage you can do there. Can you imagine the fun and the cash out you can do on that one? Because national director only takes 50,000 in volume on your lesser leg. So you've got a good start here. So ask yourself this question. Now, let's just backtrack on that 15,000 in volume you just got paid on. Would you prefer to get paid 10% on that 15,000, which is what, 1,500, or 30% on that 15,000, which is 4,500? You guys, that's only one way that you get paid. I remember getting that and I freaked out in October of 2020. I think Julia did the same thing. You know, Dale, Tina, everybody did. Ruth, everybody that hit that was like, whoa, we want you to see that. We want you to see it so badly. And I just hope I don't sound desperate here, but you guys, I love what is happening here with APLGO. So let's go into what's so important about being diamond. Well, let me tell you what's so important about being diamond. This is something that you really need to take action on, because the 90-day rule to upgrade to diamond status has been activated. I said that slow so y'all hear. If you joined in March, April, or May, your 90-day timer ticker started the day that you joined. If you joined before March, so that's, you know, anybody back there in July 2020 to before March of this year, you have till the end of this month to upgrade to diamond status. One more time. If you joined before March, you have till the end of this month, this is May 2022, to upgrade to diamond status. Now, I know you don't want to let that go. It's a big place to be. If you do not upgrade to diamond status in your 90-day time period, they give you a little leeway. There'll be maybe 2 times a year that you'll be able to do a rank up or go up to status of diamond during the special promo period. But you guys, think about this. What if somebody comes into your organization and you've got that 60,000 over there and they're in your lesser leg and you're sitting at 10, 15, 20%, and you could be diamond and they bring in 10,000 in volume or 12,500 in volume. I'm getting excited sitting here talking about this, you guys, because I've seen it and I see the faces on the people that it happens to, and they're in tears, because I'll tell you what, they didn't do it on their own. It was a team effort, and I've got goosebumps right now. Everybody that comes together and helps a leader get there, that's really special. Do you guys remember we started this and there's like 6 people, you know, we're on a Zoom and we're like, oh, here we go again. And then there's 100, and then there's there's thousands. Now there's like, what, 20, 25,000 people. And it was a team effort to help Tina and Kelly get to ambassador. And I thank the Lord it happened, because look what we get. You guys, do you realize, because of where they are in this company, that we got a lot of say in what happens? And that's huge, to be able to voice your opinion and have that stick. So, and I could go on and on from there, but I won't. So there's your 90-day rule. If you guys want to go ahead and take a screenshot of that, I don't know. Your upgrade to diamond status, I'll give you a second on that. And, you know, these volumes that you get, these matching group bonuses, that's when those things kick in as well. So I'm going to go back over here and put this onto the matching group bonus. These volumes, when now you have to be paid at these levels. So this bonus is, well, you can read it right there. I was just going to say, these bonuses are calculated, the group bonus of your personally enrolled people. So the associates, on the basis of the qualification that you are confirmed on that month. So this manager right here, if your manager, you're going to, you've come in at a certain level, but your manager, everybody starts out there. And you go up the ranks here, you're opening up these levels. You're opening up more doors of your first level, your second level, your third, all the way over to your seventh, of these group bonuses that you get. And I got to tell you, for the longest time, I kept seeing that in my back office, and it was like, pennies and it was in cents, and then it started adding up to these big volumes. I'm like, wow, where is this coming from? You guys, look in there in your back office, click on your bonuses, just in the little box that's there, click on matching group bonus and see all of those that come up. You can filter it any way that you want to. And when I did that, it finally dawned on me. I'm not one that asks a lot of questions. I just go find it out myself. And that was a fun find. Julia, do you have something you want to add to that?
Yeah. Would it be okay if I shared two things with you?
Oh, please do. Yes.
Could you go back to the previous slide?
Yes.
So the payway that you're looking at, oh, two slides. Sorry, one more.
Oh, even another one?
Yeah, there it is. This one. This payway, the group bonus, is based on your status.
Yes.
And status is what activity you personally do. Okay, so that's your action. This payway is based on what you do. Could you go back
to the other one now?
Yeah.
Yes.
This payway is based on your rank. Now, in the actual, sorry, I was letting somebody in the compensation plan, which can be found in the playbook if you need it, on page 10 is a comprehensive list of all of our payways. But this payway is based on your rank. The first payway that Sherry showed you was based on your status, your action. This is based on your rank, which is your team, your entire team's activity. In the compensation plan, they don't use the word rank, they use the word qualification. So sometimes that can be a little confusing because the word qualification means, in our case, it means rank. Manager is when you're a 2-star or when you have 2 business partners. That's your first rank. Prior to that, you don't have a rank yet, but that's your first rank. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad you came in. I knew there was a reason why I put both of these on there. One was status and one was rank, and I'm glad you caught on to that one there. Thank you, Julia. I can always depend on Julia, always. Thank you so much there. So what I want to do now is I'm going to pull up this other slide here because I think I've gone over the things that Tina wanted me to make sure that we have here. And I know I posted this up the other day. Successful people and habits. Habits are the things people have developed that they do every day. And you guys, I'm not going to lie here. I was actually listening to Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor, and I heard them both say this. So successful people have taken the things that they don't like to do and have made them into a habit, like, some things that we have on our list of 20, some of them we don't like to do, but we've made it into such a habit now that we don't mind doing them every day. Now, what was undesirable is now it's our habit. So leaders are born at events, and I can't help but say this, be sure to put yourself where you're most likely to succeed, and that is at our APLGO West launch in Cancun. And I don't know yet. I think the theme of that's going to be unstoppable. I keep hearing it kind of in my ear. APLGOevents.com is where you're going to find your tickets there. So there were some other things that you wanted to bring up that I'm going to go ahead and stop this screen share here. And Julia, there were some other things you thought we should bring up today as well? Or did I cover it?
I think you did an amazing job. You covered absolutely everything, Sherry. That was beautiful. We didn't have any additional questions in the chat, but if there are any questions, you can put them right into the chat. I would say a couple things that I think are fun. Sherry and Brenda and Linda and Angel and Val, and I'm trying to think of some of the other folks, definitely John and Doreen in Canada. We always go to events. And Sherry, I think you were one of the people who really said it best about going to events. When you go to an event, there's something that happens. It's like Tinkerbell's fairy dust. Like it's sprinkled right on top of you, that you'll never miss an event. And not only will you never miss an event, you'll want to be in the VIP section. Has anybody ever seen a VIP section at like a football game? You know, the sky boxes.
And you wish you were there.
And you know when, exactly, you know when, like, all right, I'm going to date myself. You know when Journey was coming to town, or Yes was coming to town, or Styx, or I don't know, whatever band you were way into as a teenager, Billy Idol was coming to town and you were way into whoever that concert was and you were super into it. And you could have seats in the nosebleeds, they call it, or you could have seats on the floor. Who wants to be sitting in the nosebleeds?
Mosh pit. Let's go.
Mosh pit, they're right. I want to hear them. I want to feel them. I want to catch a guitar pick. I want to be the one who, you know, I want to be part of the event. How badly do you want to be at this event? It's more than just attending the event. Brenda made this clear to me. I'll never forget Brenda Graham burning this on my brain. You don't want to just be at the event, Julia. You want to be in the VIP section. And Sherry, I remember you were in the VIP and we were sitting right up against you, and it was me and Brenda and Linda.
Always in the VIP section.
And I've never, okay, Linda says it right there. I only want to be in the front section. You guys, it is a burning passion in my heart to be not only at the event, but to be in VIP. To be the one that gets waved in. To be the one that gets to get on the inside of the velvet rope. I don't know if you feel, I'm getting chills.
To be the one that they pick on because they see you right in the front row. They call your name. They call you out in a good way. Yeah.
And they say, come, you know what, Sherry? Come on, Alex, Susan, Barbara, Clee, come on up front. Viola, we're going to have you come up and welcome the newcomers. Val, we're going to have you give out the pins today.
You're giving me goosebumps.
I mean, that fire. I don't know if you guys got one of these yet. Or
I'm
saw
still
one of
waiting
these.
for mine in the mail. It's Alaska. It'll be here tomorrow.
You can kind of see it. Yes, you can kind of see it. I am so excited for you guys to be there with us and to be VIP, to be in Cancun in September. Take the action today, even if it's a leap of faith. And I'm telling you that from a place of honesty. This is a leap of faith. Book your dog into the kennel. Go get your renewal of your passport. Buy that bikini and hang it on your wall so that it's right in front of you every day. I'm talking to you, Alex. Get that bathing suit, you know, the new Vans, the new swim trunks, you know, really feel that in your being. That's the only thing I would share, because Sherry, you just poured it out with the comp plan.
I agree, you guys. And I'm going to tell you this much. It's in Cancun. Maybe some of you have never been out of the, there's my, my son-in-law's come over to
say your grand dog is your grand dog.
I'm actually dog sitting today and he just took him outside and there we go. So being in Cancun could be the biggest thing that you've ever done. You might have been there before, but I guarantee you guys do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. You don't want to be the one that we're calling up and sending cards to going, wish you were here. You don't want to be that person. You want to be there. Do whatever it takes. And you guys, I've always promoted events. I've always been a real big promoter of them, but I've never been this adamant about it. Get your passport, get it to get, I mean, I'm coming all the way from Alaska. I know there's people coming all the way from the Philippines. And I was shocked when my ticket was only like $498 round trip. I was shocked, but I can guarantee you it's going to be $200 more than that if I waited another 30 days. So at least go in and check on your ticket. What is that going to be? And if you get to be corporate director, it's going to be all paid for anyway.
Can you imagine when you hit corporate director this month, because you're building your team? And Viola just turned her head. I just saw her go, what was that? Tina and Kelly have a bonus on the table. Did you guys know that? Can I get a thumbs up? Does everybody know that? $400 toward your ticket.
Yep.
A free
your event
ticket
paid for and your hotel paid for.
Can you believe that? Now, that to me is just amazing. Val said she's got everything booked. She's doing it all. I have to tell you, when I was in a business a long time ago, this goes back many years, couple decades, to quote Sherry. I learned from a woman who I went to a convention with. At the time, it was one of those things where I was having to sleep on the floor with someone else. Somebody booked a hotel room. Yeah, somebody booked a hotel room and I had to sleep on his floor or her floor. That was me. So it was me and actually my team. They said this: for every person, for yourself and every person from your team that you have there, do you know how much your income will go up in the following year? Does anybody have a guess? Put your guess in the chat, how much you think your income will go up per person from your team that you'll have there. Even if you can't make it because you're in a different place or a time zone, or you're in a place that you can't get to, you can't be there, you know, there's some restriction, you can't make it. Val says 10x, Brenda says 1K, Don says 1K. Come on, Alex and Viola, you got to pop your number in there. I want to know, what do you think it actually, yeah. I was taught what Alex said. I was taught what Val said. That's what I was taught. I think it's $1,000 per month per person or something like that. But I believe it's $10,000 is what your income can go up.
That's correct.
Is that amazing?
That's correct. Yeah.
It's not about you. People do what you do, not what you say. When you take the action and buy the ticket, when you say, I'll be there, will you be there with me? You're going to change somebody's life by doing that. I swear, I promise. I
believe this.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Yeah, I believe this trip to Cancun is going to make some of the biggest leaders and new leaders than we've seen in APLGO since the beginning. And here's why I know that. Sergi's going to be there. He is going to blow your mind, and you'll understand how important leadership is. Even if you think you can't do it, that is going to be a total mind shift when you get there. That thought, you will be leadership material before you leave that island. I guarantee it. So on that note, look, you guys, everybody, I am so happy that you came here tonight to get this. Let's wish Tina and Kelly all a really good, happy night. I know he's not going to be answering his phone, so post something on Facebook there. But Julia, thank you so much for helping me out tonight. You're always such a sweetheart. And we love seeing you all. Have a really good rest of your evening. And I guess I should go ahead and stop this recording.